we did in 2007, I think. I'll show it to you. I did it similar to that, and I knew based on the law it had to be done that way. But I didn't know fully what I was doing. I filled the vacancies in that right there under, and I put subsection paragraph 46A, 46H, virtue. You know what I'm saying? To make a succession and reading the law, that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is that going back to paragraph 165, when you're dealing with this type of society, it cannot be transferred because it has to be in this, whether originally or that affidavit recorded. Right. That's it. It's a done deal. There's nothing nobody can do. But remember, first come, first out. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it is. So, going into, let's see. Trustees. It's part of here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna ask you this. What's the enforcement clause? What paragraph is that?
That's the validation. That's the validation.
What paragraph is it? You want to read the system? This right here. Cause remember I told you they changed these laws around 1963. And so that nobody can ever do this again. What the prophet did, you know what I'm saying? So they made sure of it, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, long as we still can do what we need to do, all is under the Moorish Consulate of America. There's no other group can do it. Subsidiary groups is not, well, if it's not a subsidiary to back to the original affidavit, then it don't stand. Moabian or whatever, Washington. I'm telling you, it don't have no juice. Seriously. This is the only thing, because this is the only religious society that will ever create it. And to show you that how powerful it is, the Vatican State shows how powerful it is. We don't use what we can do. But most of us don't know that Hurd is the bad statute law. That's why. You know what I'm saying? We follow, what we do is read all the patriot stuff. That patriot stuff ain't gonna get you nowhere. I'm to be totally honest with you. It's not going to get you nowhere. If you don't know this law here, how are you going to demonstrate moral science? Yes, sir.
For the audience, what do you mean by patriot stuff?
Well, I'm talking about the Patriot Act. No, not the Patriot Act. The Patriot paperwork, how... The UCC? Yeah, the UCC stuff and all the sovereign Caucasian stuff. Yeah. I'm saying that's so you're more than that. You're part of a sovereign body politic. You are private juridical in private law. That's why the prophet, when he made sure that the Busmanti Code was passed when he went to Havana, Cuba. Because in the Busmanti Code, it talks about private and public law, international law. And part and parcel is international law. That deals with the law of nations. That's why he said we are part and parcel of this state government. So I'm saying we are internationally connected. By what? What connects us back with them? The treaty. Why you use part and parcel. In that book, what's the book?
The Law of Freedom and Bondage.
Law of Freedom and Bondage in the United States. It points out about part and parcel. So the prophet, and that book was written in 1856 or something. And so I'm pretty sure he ran across this book. Then that book, it points out that part and parcel. And the language that he used is in that book. If you read the Divine Constitutional Bylaws and his other writings and Moorish literature, he used some of the same language in that book, in those books there. And I seen where he got most of that stuff from. You know what I'm saying? So when we were part and parcel, he's talking about international law. I'm saying that we are our own government. I'm saying, and by the said government, meaning the United States of America Republic, I'm saying, at that time, I'm saying, the said government, he said we will abide by their constitution, which is our constitution. It ain't theirs, it's ours. We just let them use it. We made custodians. So we made the Masons custodians of our government. They were to be there until we came back and being back to who we were. Until that time, they would be custodians. They used our science, and they had to be in a lodge. I'm saying, well, I was telling the brother yesterday, for the park, the elder guy, that's over the lodge. Well, he probably got, well, he say he had from Danny Davis to his lodge. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling her, well, last time we talked, until he asked me about things over my feds, and I told him, I'm naturally born. I don't have to do that. Wear this fast. A European is not naturally born to wear it. He got to be inducted to the degrees to learn the science from my ancestors in order to wear this fast.
They can't wear it.
No, they can't wear it. They have to adorn it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They have to adorn it with just shrine of symbolism. You know. But the thing is that they're not naturally born to wear a fez. We are. And that we are not, we don't have to be a son. You know what I'm saying? We are the father. You know what I'm saying? This is what we are. Father and mother. So therefore, they can never be in our position. That's why they don't let the blacks into their lives. Because they know they can't. They can't. You know what I mean? When being probably racist, which probably is, but I'm just saying, they can't do it.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Because unless it's just one and he come to teach them. He ain't come to teach him, he come to be a student. He don't keep that. He don't keep mine. Because if that's not our position, naturally, by divine law, we are the teachers. You see what I'm saying? There are really brothers and sisters who conscious can't really, be like one person. Because we're all teachers, we're all priests. That's in us. That's in our DNA. So Chris says, like talking to your brother, like talking to a priest. You know what I'm saying? It's like singing to the choir. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because we all are naturally teachers by birthright. You know what I'm saying? By birthright, yeah.
So that's why he told us to focus on knowing ourselves. Because we can't teach each other. We need to learn what's inside of us.
Right. Because you already the teacher. Now the Europeans, you know what I'm saying, they expect to get some teaching from you. They don't want you, they don't want to come teach you, they want you to teach them. I mean, I was working for Missouri, and I just talk stuff with you. I was the only one working there, I was the only Asiatic there. I'm also Irish, Polish, and guys, I was talking about the New Order stuff back then. And I was telling things, and it transpired. You know what I'm saying? So they got to the point. When I started talking, the Europeans were quiet. They said, listen, there's one European who's come up there, an old European, he used to work for the state. He would come with his orange truck, United Wells, orange truck, right up. Come up there in his truck. He said, what kind of conspiracy you got for me today? That was his way to come and get some teachings from his Moorish teaching. You know what I'm saying? That's natural. See, we naturally have it. You know what I'm saying? Europeans listen to you more so than young people because they are naturally the stupid. That's why they will listen. You know what I'm saying? If you can talk about them like you don't, they sit there and listen to you. Seriously. They will sit and listen. I'm saying Malcolm X, when he used to go to those universities, he used to talk about them like a dog in an intellectual way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and watch some of that stuff. They sat there like a little kid who would wait for his fair. Because naturally, we're born to teach. That is our natural thing. You know what I'm saying? So the prophet knew he's dealing with, priestly people. So he had to come in certain ways how to demonstrate their science. So he had to show them a little bit more than just verbal expression. He had to show them some tangible. The way they say my people from Missouri. You know what I'm saying? Remember that oral statement? Yeah, my people are from Missouri.
I have got to show them.
You have to show them. You know what I'm saying? Because we're naturally, we're all teachers. You know what I'm saying? But you just need a teacher to train the other teacher to come out of their shallow grave. Right? Right? So the thing is, you got to go back to Graham and Biff. You know what I'm saying? And raise them up as a living perpendicular. That's what you got to do. You got to raise him up so he can begin to teach. You know what I'm saying? You got to raise him up from the child grave. All right. Nobody got any questions? Yes, yes, ma'am. No, you can trust me. No, we'll go to the trustee. See, that's why you would be the trustee for the Moorish Consulate of America. Moorish Consulate of America will not be the, you create the account. I'm saying that, but you the trustee, you own the trustee, so therefore all the funds go back to you. But it's not going to you directly as, you know, under your straw. It's just going back to the Moorish Temple. But you being the trustee, you don't know who can go into the account. See what I'm saying? So if you got any, if you sold any property, I'm saying under the Moorish Temple of America, it's just, you know, like I said, you have to follow that affidavit on the sections 46A, 46H. They're key within the affidavit, showing that you're the trustee. You show them a certified copy that you are the trustee of this account. You own the trustee. I'm saying of this particular parcel of land, which will be described in the affidavit. So, yeah.
That's what exactly I was about to ask. So, to compare these properties, you create an affidavit, a new affidavit for the property.
Right. Making you the trustee of that parcel of land. Yeah, you record it. Yeah. So that's, you know, every good will go back to you, like you've been a trustee of whatever the Moorish Temple owns. You know what I'm saying? They gotta have a trustee over it. They must have a trustee. Right. So, but you know, the thing is that when people get when they think they come in and take the property for the Moorish Temple, they can't. This person did their paperwork right. They couldn't do it because they're not all as a trustee. You know what I'm saying? They can fight in the court all day long and win. Because they take a certified copy from the county reporter showing that you are on this parcel of land, you the only trustee. You know what I'm saying? Then you make the children beneficiaries. You know what I'm saying? They're like property made us beneficiary of this total vast estate. Yeah. Any more questions?
Is that on the paragraph 70?
170?
Yeah, 170, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's tie into 170. All the way, but see, 170 goes back into, that's 46. B, yeah, 46B. Or it's 46H. You gotta start from 46H.
Right.
Which was paragraph 169 to, I think it's 75, 76. No, 78 or 79, so 46H. So that's how you would tie it in. Then, yeah, so don't want you read the enforcement clause. This is all laws, if it's true law, have an enforcement clause. If it don't have an enforcement clause, it's not law. I'm saying, the Illinois Driving Code, they cannot show me an enforcement clause for it. They don't have it. They don't have it because it's not law. Hold on for a minute, sister.
Okay, this is paragraph 188.3. In any case where any church, congregation, or society formed for the purpose of religious worship has filed or caused to be filed prior to the effective date of this act, an affidavit in the office of the recorder of deeds in the county in which the congregation, church, or society is organized, in which are set forth the name of the organization and the place where the location and the good faith, in the good faith has proceeded to conduct worship service, and otherwise to carry out the functions for the form which is formed, although the affidavit may not be set forth.
Recitals
that the trustees were elected or that the corporation name was adopted in the matter provided for by sections 35 and 36 of an act concerning corporation. approve